Shalom from Jerusalem. I'm broadcasting from my home in Jerusalem. And I'm very thankful that Rabbi Cohen has invited me to share a few words about my film, Ray. Ray is actually a very personal journey. In many ways, I'm Ray, although I didn't go through depression. But really, my journey has been to try and find an empowering, joyful understanding of God, unlike the understanding of God that I had growing up. For me, Judaism was more the oi and actually no joy whatsoever. And this is my story. When I was a little boy, I woke up traumatically to the screaming of my mother. She was having a nightmare. My mother was a survivor, and she was not the type of person that ever talked about the concentration camp, so I was left to my imagination. And one night, I hear my mother screaming, and I wake up, and my father quickly calms her down. And there I was lying in bed, and I was just flooded with questions. Is there a God? And if there's a God, is he good? And if he is good, then why is this world so bad? And if we're the chosen people, then, I wish he chose somebody else. And so I was very turned off to Judaism. I was very turned off to God growing up. To me, God was some guy in the sky who was oppressing. He was constantly looking for honor and praises, and I couldn't relate to that God. But thank God, when I was in Israel at 18 years old, I was at the Western Wall, and I met a Kabbalist. I met a mystic master who took me under his wings and began to share with me sources and orientations to my own tradition that I had no clue. And so the God that most atheists don't believe in, I don't believe in either. See, most of us think that God is someone in heaven somewhere over there telling us what to do, and I have to give up what I want to do what he wants, and somehow I'll get some better life in the afterlife. But that's not what our deeper sources tell us. Actually, our deeper sources tell us that God is not someone over there, but that God is really the soul of the universe. Just as the soul is to the body, God is to the universe. God is the soul of the universe. God is the self of the universe. That you and I share one self, and that we are as if rays of the sun. And when a person experiences that kind of a God, and experiences himself rooted in a higher self, a greater self, then that will be the source of incredible empowerment and joy. So Ray is really the story about shifting our paradigm from a guy in the sky over there who's telling me what to do, to an understanding of God as our higher self, our inner self, the self that we share with the universe. And the more we find ourselves in God, the more we find godliness within ourselves. So thank you for viewing Ray. I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback, and I'd love to stay in touch with you. Thank you so much. Enjoy.